Anthony here from West Coast Custom Concrete. Today we have a driveway in Huntington Beach, California. This is just about a 7-yard driveway, just breaking it out here. I'm putting a zipper in it, opening it up, so I'm just going to put the bucket on and take it in larger pieces. And a lot of people has been calling me up wanting to start a pump business. They call a lot about the pump or the S70 and how I started and different stuff like that. I was going to elaborate a little bit on that. I started with no experience at 31 years old, and I started pumping concrete. And a lot of people didn't like me because I didn't know what I was doing, and I had a lot of fear trying to do it. And it's pretty hairball trying to figure it out and how to do it. So I just kept doing it, and I didn't break. I just kept doing it, and then people started to respect me because they saw how hard I was trying, and that I wouldn't. I was starting to turn people, and I knew once I turned them that I was gonna start making it. You got to be bold. You got to take a leap of faith and believe in yourself. I didn't put my faith in man, so I had not much fear as far as failing. I mean, I had a comical of errors that happened to me and stuff, and some people on here, if they would have saw me start the way I started, they probably would have perceived it as pathetic or not a very good attempt. But I had to get experience, and there's only one way to do it because people out on the jobs know if you know what you're doing or not. But once I started turning people, I knew I had it. I mean, you're going to have fear, but fear is just courage moving forward. I mean, I was scared to death sometimes, and I lived in the cab of my truck for the first year doing it. I didn't have any money, so there was a lot on the line. If I plugged up or if I ruined my hoses, I couldn't replace them, so I would beat those things out for 3 hours. I mean, I had no options. So you just got to take a leap. You got to be bold. You know, don't put your faith in man because you know, I had so much. I'll give you a little bit. Some of the stuff I did. One time I took down the wrong garage at a house. I took 100 yards of dirt out of the wrong house. I plugged on all over the county and made messes, and I'd be out there for 4 or 5 hours cleaning it. But people started to respect me because they saw that I wasn't going to be broke. And once I started learning and getting better, they accepted me, and I started becoming like their regular pumper and stuff, and they saw how I started out. But you just got to have faith in yourself and take a leap at it, you know? I didn't get to this point by not going through what I went through, you know, with no experience. And I was 31 when I started, and you know, I didn't know nothing about business or construction or nothing like that. But if you believe in yourself, you can do it. You just don't quit. You know, you're gonna have hard times and things going on, and you'll acquire stuff, and your business will start to build, and your confidence will start to build. So that's why, I mean, some people on here perceive me as cocky and arrogant, but the way I see it, I don't see it that way. I see it. I mean, have I not earned the right to be the way to speak frank and the way I talk? You know what I mean? It's not. I'm giving a lot of information. I'm encouraging a lot of people. I take calls every day, telling people what equipment to buy, what not to buy, how to pump, what tractor. They'll call me and ask me how many hours and how much it is or what pump, and I'll tell them to buy it or not. And I'm advising them over the phone. So I wouldn't consider it arrogance as confident. And if you're not confident in yourself, nobody, you know, I've been in positions where I lived in the cab of my truck and no one was building my confidence. So, you know, people were undermining me and my so-called friends and family. And, you know, there wasn't very encouraging to what I was doing. But I kept doing what I was doing because I believed in myself. And I wasn't putting my faith in anyone here. So I made it doing what I was doing. And then, you know, sometimes you don't know the market. Recessions and stuff happened on me, and I went back to ground zero. I've only been contracting for about 2.5 years. I never did it before in my life. I just pumped and ran a tractor, so you can see where you can get. You know, if you just got to like what you do, and in a year from now, you could be a different person spiritually, financially, and mentally. You just have to put your time in and do it. Think good things will happen. There's nothing bad that can happen if you try and you work hard. And that's what I've done. And I'm at a point now where I get unlimited work, and 2 years ago that wasn't the case. So you can do it in a short period of time. And buy the right equipment, don't buy the wrong stuff. Really look into it before you buy it, because I bought some of the wrong equipment and it's very hard to get out from under it. That's the main thing if you're going to go with equipment. And find the right guys little by little. You're not always going to find them out of the gate, but don't get discouraged by that. I mean, I've had some guys out there that are just complete buffoons, but you have to have help, and if that's what you have at that point, you just ride it out, you know, and try and diplomatically get rid of them. And that's what I did. And a lot of people I've met through the years, I became good friends with, and I've worked for years. And when I started for them, I didn't know what I was doing. They probably hated me because all the money's on getting the concrete down on the ground, pumping it, and that's when they're going to get paid. You know, and I'm plugging up and making messes, and I'm pumping in LA with gang members and stuff, and they're turning on me. I mean, of course you're gonna have fear, but it's just courage moving forward. You know, everyone's scared at what you're doing, but if you want to change your life, you have to take a chance. And it'll be experience either way at it. I mean, I heard God laughing at me at some point. Some of the shit I was doing, it was so stupid, but I didn't know what I was doing. You know, but if you put your time in and you keep doing it, you're gonna be fine. You know, and don't listen to what people say or other people's opinions. You know, when I went to school, I was a D student. I have ADD, HD. I'm dyslexic. You know, but I have virtues they can't teach you. So you just got to know who you are and take it from there and what virtues you have. If you're, you know, like being outside and you like doing this, you're gonna do pretty good at it. You don't have to worry about it. You know, you get jobs like these when you get to a certain point and level, and they just come plentiful one after another. You know, and you'll find the right people and you'll find the right crews. It won't be overnight, but it'll be faster than you think. You know, just take the virtues that you have and you know you have, and hone them into something that's positive, that makes you money. Then you found pretty much what you're supposed to do in life. You know, like Einstein said, you can look at life two ways. One, nothing's a miracle, or everything's a miracle. And the way I look at it is everything's a miracle. I could sit at the beach for 4 hours and stare at the water. You know, I'm just amazed by the world, but that's how I view it. It's just a state of mind, how you look at things. You can change your thinking and your mindset. Because all the cards are against me. If you look at me since I was a kid, the family life I had, the way I grew up, the way I did everything, I shouldn't be doing and where I'm at, what I'm doing. But I don't look at it that way. I changed my mindset. I mean, I go through stuff all the time. I'm just like you guys. I mean, if some of you saw my life, I mean, some of these people who want to be me or act like what I do, they want to do. It's not all perfect for me. You know, I still have good and bad days, but you just have to, you know, take it for what it is and get up the next day and go to bed with a clear mind and wake up and try again. Things will go good. So, yeah, we're just knocking this out. But there's a lot of people who write on here who think different than me, but they don't know me. I don't know how people can write some of the stuff they write, you know, because in reality, they should be on their knees kissing my hairy beanbag, the information I'm giving them. And they're holding on to every word I say, and they're writing crap about me, you know, and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't get you anywhere. You know, you need to move forward. And the only way to move forward is to be positive. You can't be negative. If you don't like somebody, just don't watch them. That's what I think about that. So we're just going to keep going here. That was just my little business 101 again, how I view it. Cutting the joints out here. I got Javier, Milton, and Milton Jr. with me. Just 3 guys on this. It's only 7 yards. Cutting the joints out. This is basic. Slam dunk, in and out job type jobs. Huntington Beach. But slowly do it, slowly build it up, and don't buy stuff on credit, and don't get buried too far in overhead. And if you have stuff and times get slow, the overhead won't kill you. That's what you have to watch. And I pay my guys daily, so I can keep track of what I do, and everyone's happy. That's a system that I use that works really good. Because if you agree to a day with a certain amount a day, and you completed that day, I pay them that day. So if they need gas, food, whatever, everybody has money. That's just the way I do it. It's easier to track it. It's not like 4 days later, oh, I owe these guys $5,000 for labor and stuff. I've already taken it out of the draw I've gotten, so I already know exactly what I'm going to make. It's easier to control. So I like residential, commercial jobs, and I got to float it, and retentions and audits, and you know, I just don't see the use of why I would want to do that. So I'm just knocking residential jobs out, and I deal with one person, the homeowner, and you could pick who you want to work for, and you know who you trust, and I don't ever have any problems. And there's another Best in the West, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for watching.